It's hard to believe that we're already here at the very next to last trail marker. And I hope it's been an encouragement to you along the way and that you've also learned a lot and that it's applied to what you're experiencing here at Heartland Baptist Bible College. Proverbs 30, a man named Agur, he gives a lot of illustrations. And so I'm going to use verses 24 through 28 where he says there will be four things which are little upon the earth, but they're exceeding wise. So he uses some little animals, some little creatures to teach us some big life lessons. I would imagine some of these you've already learned. The first one he mentions is the ants. They are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer. They compensate for their weakness by working ahead. Probably by this time of the semester, you're wishing that you had been more like the ant and working ahead. The next animal he mentions is the conies. The conies are but a feeble folk, yet they make their houses in the rocks. So they're small, they also are weak, but they know where to go when there's trouble. So likewise in life, when we're weak, we need to know where to go when we're in trouble and go to the rock even of ages. Next, he mentions the locusts. The locusts have no king, yet they go forth of all of them by bands. In other words, although they're small and weak, they stick together. I would imagine in your course of study here that you've realized just how detrimental it is to your spiritual life to be isolated. So compensate for your weakness by staying with other godly people. And then finally, he mentions the spider. The spider taketh hold on with her hands and is in kings' palaces. Again, the common nature here is their weakness. They're small, and yet they are persistent. How many times have you knocked down spider webs only to come back the next day and they've built another web again? The only thing walking into a spider web is when they are at home. And so I don't like spiders in that sense, but they're committed here because of their persistence. They keep going. In fact, they're even found in kings' palaces. Invading armies would have a hard time getting in, but not little spiders because they're persistent. So this week's trail marker is this: compensate for your weakness by continually going to God as your source of strength.